All right. Well, hello there, everybody. Nice to join you here. It is time for prenatal yoga. So, if you have a baby with you that's in your belly currently, or you're looking to create a baby, this is a perfect class for you. So I hope that you'll join us for the next 45 minutes or so as we move through a series of movements that are really great for you, great for baby, great for connecting, great for winding down wherever you are in the world and however way your week has been unfolding. So I look forward to having you along for this journey, and let's begin. I'm going to take a seat on my mat, and I'm also going to bring a pillow and a few other things with me. So if you're in that place right now where you can grab a pillow, an extra pillow, that would be great. That will allow you to have a little more seated cushioning or options when you sit, and also when you do a couple of the other exercises. Okay, so let's begin. Once again, my name is Salimah, yoga therapist, and I look forward to taking this little journey with you. Let's do this. So we begin with a few rounds of long, deep breathing. I'm just going to pull my pillow a little closer, and then let's begin. You can see me here. I'm sitting up a little bit higher. Bringing your hands onto your knees, closing your eyes. Now take a few long, deep breaths, inhaling and exhaling completely through the nose. Now that you've had a few moments to focus on yourself, bring your hand onto your chest, onto your heart center, and then bring one hand over your baby, over your belly, over your womb space, your area of creation. And then if you take a few deep breaths here. As you breathe, take a few moments to connect with your baby, with the spirit of your baby. And if you have babies that are already in the world and outside of your belly, this is a good time to connect with them too. To remind yourself of the time where your baby was with you a little bit more, maybe a little younger, a little smaller, a little bit more sheltered by your body. Taking a few breaths here to remember and to acknowledge all of that journey into motherhood. Good, and then relax your hands down. Bring the palms together at the center of your chest. Sit up tall and straight, focusing in between the eyebrows and slightly above. And here we'll use a mantra to connect, to tune into the sound vibration of our practice, to the truth, to the essence of who you are, Mother as the spiritual teacher. And that is, the mantra is a long Sat Short Nam. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Inhale and let's tune in. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat relaxing your hands all the way down to your knees. And take a moment now to stretch out your legs. So if you've been sitting now for a couple of minutes with me, then good idea to shake out your legs. So I'm extending my legs out in front, giving them a little shake. And point and flex, point and flex, point one foot, flex the other, point and flex, point and flex. Bring the bottoms of your feet now together, and we'll focus on a movement called butterfly. So using your hands, grab onto the top of your toes, lift your knees up and down, spine is straight, shoulders are relaxed. And this is a great way now to relax and loosen up the hips, get a little bit closer to a cross-legged position. Maybe that's been a little out of reach as you've been working at a desk or moving around in your place from here to small over there. And a great way to help relieve some of that pressure of sitting all day. So flapping the knees up and down. Flapping the knees and keeping the spine very straight. Chin is parallel to the ground. Good, and then inhale very deeply, come all the way up to center. Slide your hands over to your ankles, and from here we begin spinal flex. Inhale as you come forward, exhaling as you go back. So the bottoms of the feet are still together, and here we're starting to rock back and forth. Inhale deeply, come to center. And now as you come forward, arching the spine forward, lift your right hand all the way up and then exhale, lower down. And then do the same thing on the opposite side, inhaling as you come up and exhaling as you lower your hand down. So pushing forward with the chest. Remember the feet are still in butterfly position, so the soles of the feet are still together. And we're moving from side to side here. Inhaling, coming all the way up, and exhaling as you pull the arm all the way down again. So we're doing a nice gentle stretch here from side to side. Good. And then come all the way back to center. From here, crossing the legs and inhaling, bringing both arms all the way up. And from here, bring your right hand, touch the left knee, and then bring your left hand behind you, creating a second spine, and then gently twist. Inhale as you twist, and exhaling as you come back to center. And we'll do the same thing on the opposite side, gently twisting here, pulling against the right knee, and then back up to center. Inhale very deeply, come to center, and release. Relax your hands down, bring your hands onto your knees, and now we're rolling out the shoulders, letting everything relax. Good, and release. Drop your right ear down to your right shoulder, and here we're just going to hold here for just a few moments, You can even take your hand on the right side and place your hands on top of your head. Please don't force or push down at all, just allowing the weight of your hand to hold your head towards your right shoulder. Take a deep inhale here. And exhale, come all the way back to center. Relax the hand down, and then we're doing the same thing on the opposite side, pressing down gently here. Good, and release. Relaxing all the way. And from here, come back to your baby, come back to your belly, and bring your hands onto your belly. Noticing now if your breath has changed, if baby's taking a different position in your belly, or you feel the connection a little stronger. Just taking a few moments now to take a breath. And relax. I'm going to come off of the block or off of your seated position now, coming on to hands and knees. I'm going to move to the side so that you can see a little bit better what I'm doing. I'm coming into tabletop position, and from tabletop doing a little bit of spinal flexing here. This is cat and cow in tabletop position. So from here, bring the belly button towards the spine, and then as you inhale, looking up to the ceiling, drop the belly low, and as you exhale, round the spine, look towards the knees. Good, and then come to center. Hold your back steady here, and this time I'm going to dip the chin towards the ground. So we're creating arm circles here. As you come back, leaning back a little bit towards your ankles, and then diving forward with your chin. Inhaling as you come forward, rotating all the way around. You can feel this in your arms, and then releasing as you come all the way up to the top. So big circles, we're getting into the arms and into the shoulders here. Inhaling as you dive forward and exhaling as you roll to the back. Good, and then come to center, and then we'll reverse the movement. So diving forward with your chin and then coming all the way forward, back and open and around. Last two. And last one. Good. Coming back here, swish your hips from side to side. You may have created a little tension there or needing a little bit of relief, so moving the hips from side to side. And then let's move into our hip circles. So just making sure that your hands are underneath your shoulders, knees are hip width apart, inhaling as you circle all the way forward and exhaling as you circle to the back. So big open circles. Create a rhythm with your breath, inhaling as you circle forward, for example, exhaling as you circle to the back, and really allow yourself the opportunity to roll and to find any places that need a little bit of your attention. So coming all the way back, coming all the way forward. And back to center, and then reverse the movement. So however way you were moving before, go in the opposite direction. And you may find here a slightly different sensation as you come forward and back. Coming back to center, holding steady and still for a moment here. Good, and take a deep inhale and exhale. I'm going to turn the toes over, lift the knees up slightly. We're just going to hover. This strengthens the bottom of the body and also gives a little bit more emphasis to the breath. Inhale, lifting up your knees, and then exhaling lower down. So we're finding safe ways to do a little bit of weight bearing on the body. Inhaling, lifting the knees up, and exhaling down. And then one more time, take a deep inhale, press into your palms, lift the knees up, and lower down. Good. So coming back now into a rock pose, so coming onto your knees and onto your heels. If this isn't comfortable, you can simply come back to cross-legged. We're going to do a little bit more side stretching here. Open up the sides of the body. Give your baby a little bit more room and give you a little bit more room so that you have an opportunity to relax. So taking your right hand, place it down by your side. Left arm comes all the way up and over. And then you're bending as far into that movement as you are able to. You may find that putting blocks underneath your hands are helpful because then your body doesn't have to stretch down as much. And remember that every body is different, so what you're seeing here in front of you on the screen is not necessarily how your body may express this movement, and that's perfectly okay. And remember too that I'm not pregnant, so how I move and how I move through these postures may or may not resemble what you're doing. What's important is that we're all here together. What's important is that we have an opportunity to breathe and to connect. Last one on each side. And then come back to center. Beautiful. From here, we're going to do a little bit of a flow, and that flow will allow us to build a little heat, build a little strength in the body. And remember that this is all about the pace that works best for you. So I'm going to set a pace that is 1 breath per movement, and for you that might be a little bit slower or faster than what you need to do today. And know that each time you come back may be a little bit different as well. So this is a 4-part movement series, and in this 4 parts, we'll be taking a breath as we go. We'll begin by staying on the knees. So if you've moved into a cross-legged position, now's a good time to come all the way back. And from here, coming onto your knees, inhale, lift the arms, and reach up and back. So wide V shape with the arms. Press your hands now down into the mat for a tabletop. Turn the toes over, lift the heels up, lift the knees up, coming into downward dog. Lower the knees down, spread them out slightly, and then bring your forehead down to the mat. Good, and we'll continue that 4-part movement. So inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, bring your hands back to tabletop. Inhale, lift your knees up for downward dog. Really press into your hands, make sure your fingers are wide apart. And then lower down, sit back for child's pose. Inhale, reach up and back. And exhale, come back to tabletop. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale, knees down, child's pose. We'll do 3 more rounds together. Inhale as you reach up and back. Exhale for tabletop. Inhale for downward dog. Knees down, exhaling for child's pose. Here's the last round. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, bring the hands down. Turn the toes over, reach the hips up. Release down, and then sit back for child's pose. Settle down here, place both hands on the mat. You can make a fist with both hands and then rest your forehead here, or if your head is reaching the ground, that's great. Take a few breaths here, connecting with the earth below you, inhaling and exhaling completely. Gently bring yourself back up into your seated posture. I'm just going to make our transition now into standing. Bring your fingers down to the mat and then tip back onto your feet so that you are coming into a semi-squat position. And we'll take a few breaths here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Fingertips down to the ground and pushing into your fingertips, come all the way up to standing. We're going to do this really slowly. Grab onto opposite elbows and then make your way up to standing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, bring the shoulders all the way back and step your feet a little wider apart. So make sure that your mat is clear. If there's anything on your mat, extra cushions or blocks, this is a good time to release those so that we have open space onto your mat. Step forward with your right foot. And we're going to do a flowing movement now. So from here, stepping onto your right foot, bring your arms all the way up and inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Come back to center. Come all the way up into a standing position. I'm going to step back so you can see me a bit better. Bring the arms up above the head and lean from right side to left side, right side, left side. One more round, right, and then left. Come back to center, relax the hands down. We're going to the opposite side now, so stepping forward with your left leg. Bring both arms up. Arms are parallel to the ground and palms are facing down. Inhale here. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale, come forward. Exhale back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And relax. Come back to center. I'm going to do that another 2 times. So bringing your hands, interlacing your hands. And maybe they don't go up above your head. Maybe your shoulders are restricted. You can keep your hands right here. And here we're bending from side to side. So you can go the full movement, or you can modify for bringing your hands further down. You can also bring your arms across your body if that feels a little bit better, moving from side to side, side to side. Okay, remember that you always have the option of reaching up. Good, so we've done our cross movements and then coming back to center, bringing both hands up, parallel to the ground, palms are facing down. Inhale here, exhale, lower down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Come back to center. Bring your arms up or place them on the center, place them over your heart, and then lean from side to side. Coming back to center, setting forward with your left leg. Arms are parallel to the ground, palms are facing down. Inhale here, and then exhale, leaning forward, and you're just looking past your toe here, so the knee is just past the toe. Good, and then one more, and relax. Good, a little flow. Bringing yourself back to a standing position, and coming to just about hip width apart, just beyond hip width apart, so maybe you're at the parallel edges of your mat. And from here, interlace your fingers. We're coming down now halfway. So inhale, leaning forward. Make a little bend into the legs so that you have a soft cushion here. And then inhale, come all the way up to standing. Inhale as you come down. Exhale as you come up. One more time, inhale. And exhale. I'm going to turn now towards the right side, so the right foot is forward and the heels are back. I'm going to just gracefully now bring the chin towards the right heel. Just go as far as you can. I'm going to go halfway just to hold the space. You can feel the stretch and the strengthening in your lower body. Take a breath here and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more, inhale and exhale. Come all the way back up to center. We're going to pivot, come back to the center of your mat, and then pivot to the opposite side. So looking towards your left, remember hands are interlaced. If that's not comfortable, you can relax them. No big deal here. Inhale, reach up, and then exhale, lean your chest forward over the right leg. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more, inhale, and exhale. Come all the way back up. Good. Heel toe yourself back into center. And then from here, stepping back to the center of your mat, and you're just about the width of your mat again. We're coming into our squatting sequence. So this time, interlace your fingers and place this mudra on top of your head. So we're creating a little bit of weight here, allowing the spine to adjust with simply the weight of our hands. And from here, we'll be doing 26 squatting positions. This is turning the knees out just a little bit, turning the toes out just a little bit so that you can get down further into your squat. Come down as low as you can. No need to force anything. And even if it's halfway, so if it's like this, totally fine. And if you can get all the way down, that's great too. Taking a deep inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Going at your own pace. You might be going a little faster or slower than me. No big deal. Inhaling up, exhaling down. I'm at 10. It's 20. Good. Coming back to center. Keep your hands here for just a couple of breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more time, inhale, and exhale. Relaxing the hands all the way down. Bring your hands onto your womb space, onto your baby, onto your belly, and taking a moment now to just simply rock it out. Feel where baby is. Are they sleeping? Are they wide awake? Did they take this journey? Are they participating with you? Taking a few moments now to ground into that experience. Awesome. Coming back here, keeping your hands on your baby for just a few more breaths. So now that you're still and relaxed and maybe a little bit of movement is calling to you right now, that's what I'm doing. Taking a few more breaths. Good. And then coming forward onto your mat, just make sure that you have space around you. We're going to start our keep up. And a keep up is one of the important components because it allows a building of confidence and a building of the breath, a building of a sense of timing. So as you go through this movement, you'll start to get a sense of keeping up with your practice, keeping up with your baby, and getting a sense of what a time of a contraction might feel like. So we're going to go for 3 minutes now. And here's an opportunity to just sense that timing and also to do a kind of movement that's a little unusual and at the same time creates create some mental focus. Okay, so think about your hands, the fingertips touching, so thumb and all the other fingers touching as you come forward. And then as you bring your hands behind you, same thing, making sure that there's contact between all of your fingertips. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So a little tougher than it seems, because you have to take it at a certain pace to find that good connection. Close your eyes now, a little soft bend in the knees. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So this is really about your patience, your level of patience. This is also allowing us to focus and to connect with our baby and the aura around our baby. So you can see there's a sphere of protection around you and your baby at the heart center and extending all the way down just past your belly. 2 more minutes. Last minute. Last 2. Inhale very deeply, hold here. Straighten your legs. Start to tip your fingers forward, so keeping your fingertips together. And starting to weave your fingers. So we're making a connection to how your baby's moving in the belly. Softness, floating, and a connection. Good. Relax, relax. Showing a little heart here. Relax your hands down, and then come all the way forward. You can come back into a squatting position. We're going to make our way into a seated posture, preparing for our meditation today. Relax the fingertips down so you can bring your balance now onto your fingertips. I'm going to bring my pillow back behind me so I can sit comfortably, and you might want to do the same. If you're on a couch or a sofa, or you're lying down in bed, that's perfect as well. All of those options are great. as long as you're moving, as long as you're breathing, you're getting some of the benefit, and even if you're able to listen. So anybody in your household who's listening at this time, there's a healing transmission that takes place and an opportunity to participate, even if just for the breath work. We'll take a few breaths here. Connect with baby, connect with your body, keeping one hand over your heart, and with your other hand over your womb space, your navel center. And this is a breathwork meditation, so simply breathing here, inhaling right into the belly, right into your baby, and exhaling through the nose. Using a mental mantra, inhaling love, exhaling peace. Inhaling love, exhaling peace. Taking the last few rounds of breath. Pressing the palms together at the center of your chest. Making a connection with your baby. Taking a moment of gratitude for your friends, your family, and all the support systems that you have around you at this time where you're in a creation phase, when you're in the journey of creating your family and creating your next steps in your own life. And to all of you as mothers, Sat Nam, we'll finish off our practice with a long Sat short Nam. Inhale very deeply. Sat Nam. Taking a moment, bowing in reverence to you as a mother, to the 7 generations who have come before you and those who will come after you. Sat Nam. Thank you very much for joining in. My name is Salimah, yoga therapist, and from my YogaVision, a little bit away from the studio itself, but that's okay, we're here together. And to you, each and every single one of you, for tuning in, for spending some time with yourself and your baby in the journey towards motherhood. If you like what we're doing, please hit the like and subscribe, hit the notification bell below. And for this time, we're open to donations. So if you are catching this practice and you're outside of our yoga studio vicinity and you've been practicing along with us, feel free to take a moment to donate via PayPal. We really appreciate that in recognition and honor of all the teachers who are volunteering their time at this particular junction in our human history. I consider all of us to be essential workers, those of us who show up for others, and I thank you for taking the time to acknowledge that. Drop a comment below if you're looking for other types of practices and looking for a little bit more variation on what we're doing today. I'm open to all of that feedback. Sat Nam, and I'll see you very soon. Thank you very much for joining in. Lots of love to each and every one of you. Thank you for those who are giving a shout out. I can see you. and appreciate your time being here on this practice together.